Hi everybody, it's Jean Marie. I am finally moving on from my August box. Please excuse me while I adjust. From my August box to my September box. Long overdue. It's taken me a bit to get here. So this box is called Mystic Moonrise, and this is the September 2024 box. And what a pretty box it is. This is essentially the plan I have laid out here for my necklace. And I do have, I do kind of have a drawing of what it's supposed to look like when I'm done. Again, I'm no artist. So, you know, it's just a rough sketch. But this is my thoughts on it. So I took one of my crescent moons that we received in the box and I removed both of the loops. I do need to sand it down still. I have not done that. I got to take an emery board and sand it down. But other than that, I just added a couple of jump rings to it. I think these are a 10mm jump ring. And that's going to be the base for where my necklace will hang. If I get it to move where I want it. So these links here, in my original design I had done them as a ring, but when I got this box and I saw these and I thought, yeah, this will work perfectly, I can just use these instead. So this section will hang from ring to ring, or link to link. Oh, and here comes Miss Waffles. Hi, baby girl. You can't be up here right now. I'm sorry. Sorry. You could play. So, yeah. Sorry for the distraction. Then I will take a piece of chain at one point here when I find my end here. And this will go from the ring to that link. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. So essentially this will be hanging here, and then these will hang down from there. So it has this look to it, kind of. And in my drawing I did do an extra loopy here with my chain. I don't think I'm going to bother doing that. I don't think it's going to need it. So this is what I am going to work on. And I have not put this together yet. I have not worked out how it's going to lay or how it's going to even go together. So if you're interested in joining me for this, let's get started. So the first thing I need to do is find some copper jump rings. I thought I had some out, but you know, that's life. Maybe I did. Maybe I just mixed them in with my box. Okay, there's my 8mm. I think no, these are definitely a 10mm. These are a little bigger. And I thought I had some more small ones. I'm definitely going to need small ones. There they are. In a different bin. And you know what? I have these pretty box clasps that are in copper. And they kind of remind me a lot of this piece right here. So I think I'm going to add that to it instead of the toggle that came with it. They're just so pretty. And they really do go well with it. I just happen to notice them in there. So that's that. That's what we're going to be using. Now I need some ball head pins. probably regular eye head pins. Come on, no kitties on the table. Sorry. That was Mr. Jinx. If it isn't one, it's the other. My son keeps reminding me, Mom, they're just babies. I'm like, I know, but man, they're into everything. Oh, well. That's okay. I do not know what I do with my head pins. I might have to pause for a moment and go see if I can find them. Sorry about that. Okay, so I came up empty-handed on ball head pins. I do have eye pins. So I dug out some bronze, and it's not quite going to match, I know, but I didn't realize I was out of copper head pins, or I certainly would have ordered some. So anyway, we're just going to go ahead and work with these ones. Why not, right? So in this I have one of the, well, I have several of the faceted cube cut English cut beads. I have one of the bluish greenish toned ones from that multi-strand, and then I picked out the darker blue ones as well to work in this. I wanted to keep it as blue as possible in this one. Actually, I want to change that one out for another one because that one's even darker blue. I'm very picky. So my thoughts are to, first off, I need to put something in this one. It's either going to be a jump ring or I'm going to wire something in it. So what am I going to do with it? Am I going to put in, I think I'm just going to do a simple jump ring with it. It might be a little too big. Some of them are a little too thick. Might not be too thick. Let's try it. Please excuse all the background noise. I have the dog walking around, tapping her toes on the floor. I have the two cats climbing everything in sight. Yeah, that's definitely too thick for it. Okay. That one right there looks thinner. Let's try that one. Unfortunately, I think it's too big though. It's just too big a ring. See if I can find a small one that is thin in this mess. That one's a little smaller. Definitely thinner. Still bigger than what I really want. It doesn't look like I'm going to find anything much smaller than that, though. Boy, my copper stash has gotten limited. I guess I better start stocking up again. So I'm just going to go ahead with this one. I'd say this is an 8mm, but I don't know what the gauge is. Probably 22. But it fits through my ring, so that's the important thing. I do need to trim it a little bit because this one's going to overlap. The lighting is terrible today. It's a very overcast day. And I can't seem to get enough light. Oh my goodness, sorry. I'm sorry. I just can't seem to get enough light down here. I have a camera hanging 2 inches, I swear, above the table. I've got 2 lights on the side of me. I don't have much room to work, but I'm trying to get enough light in here to really be helpful. So I'm going to take a flat head pin. I'm going to take one of our bead caps, one of our pretty Gosh, I can't even remember what these beads were called. This is so pretty though, like a 10mm bead that we got in the stash. These head pins are very thick. I'd say they're 20, probably 22 gauge. They're very thick. So I am just going to make simple loops with it, which will also help cut down on the amount of the bronze that we can see. It'll help it blend a little better. So I'm just going to cut it down, make my rolled loop. I'll do the same thing over here. Ira, stop digging. And there's that one. Okay, so I did have a few eye pins. I'll take the shortest ones I can find because I don't want to waste the longer ones right now. Clearly I should have made sure I had enough in my stash to work with before I started this project. But my apologies for having to work with my scraps here. Which isn't really a bad thing. It's good to use up some stuff once in a while. Okay, so there's that one, and getting to the short one here. Try to find the hole in this. It's my biggest struggle. My eyes are getting so bad. Getting very, very close to the end of store-bought cheaters. It's not going to be long. So I'm just going to hook all three of these onto a little eye pin. I almost thought that I should just put them all on one pin, stacked, but I don't know, I just thought it would be too straight and too stiff, and I really don't care for that look. So I'm going to do them each as an individual little dangle. Just keep bending them over, cutting them off, and rolling them back. Okay, now the big question, do I want to put that through there, or do I want, yeah I do, okay, as I say, or do I want to use a jump ring, but I think I just want to go right straight with this. If it will fit. This is pretty thick. I'm not sure it will fit. Not so sure my fingers will cooperate anyway. I gotta try to remember where the middle is. Right about there. You know, honestly, I almost kind of feel like the center is actually right here, which there's no opening to. I wonder if I can ream that out. Oh, good, I did. Open that up a little bit right there. God, I love my bead reamers. Okay, but I do at this point need to close that link back up and use a jump ring because that's definitely not going to fit through there. It's a little too thick. I think this one, that one looks pretty thick too. Let's see what we've got in this bag. For some reason my copper jump rings are very, very big gauged. I think they actually came in one of our boxes a while back. Alright, so I'm going to get it right into that little hole I just made. I'm going to try to get it in there. There we go. Perfect. Hook this one onto it. Close that up. Lovely. All right. Now I'm kind of thinking I want to do away with that one though, just do these. I think that's plenty. I don't think I need that third one in there. I think it would hang just way too long. Which is fine. Kind of wish I had had a copper pinch bail for this. I just want to make sure this is going to hang in the right orientation. There we go. All right. There's that part done. Let me move some of this up so you can see a little bit better. So that's what she's looking like so far. I think it's really pretty. I love this copper and the blue. It's so pretty together. Okay, so just need to put a head pin on this one and one on this one. that's my 2 crystals. Do want to figure out where these ones are going to land. I'm thinking filigree on this isn't exactly the same pattern all the way around, so it's a little bit difficult to find a spot to put them in. I think right there and right there might be as close as I'm going to get to being centered. It's not exactly what it was meant to be done with it, so you know, it's supposed to hang the opposite way and all. But that's okay. Oops. Pushing a little too hard on my crystal. I did just chip it a smidge. So be careful with your crystals. They are soft. Okay, now back to a couple of eye pins. Get out a couple more of those little jump rings, or if I just put that bag. It is so breezy out today. It's really nice, actually. It's a nice change. Definitely starting to feel fall, though. Leaves are already starting to change here. A lot of them have already fallen. There. Alright, could have a couple of small jump rings. We should hook these together first, I guess. I think this is going to be pretty. I think I actually want to go right there with it, which means I have to ream that a little bit too. There, I think I have enough to get a jump ring through. Maybe not quite. My jump ring went flying. Oh, I think I got it. Just get my jump ring to spin through. Well, come on now. Yes, I got it. It's the little things that make me happy. Okay. There's that one. Did that even close? No. There we go. That's a little better. And I think this one is going to go right up here in this big loop. Shouldn't have to do a thing to. Right, there is that part done. Not quite sure these are hanging far enough apart in the right. This looks further apart than this looks. Maybe I should go up to that next loop. Alright, after all that, hopefully it will fit through there and I don't have to do any reaming. Nope, it's not going to. That should work. Perfect. Does it look better? Placement wise? Yeah, definitely it does. It looks more evened out. Gosh, I really like that. I think it's going to be very, very pretty. Alright, now to figure out the length I want. Set this aside for a minute. I want to figure out the length that's going to go here with stars on it. I think, what's it look like? 1, 2, 3, 4 links in between them. That looks good. So I am going to come down. I'm going to grab another one of my little tiny jump rings here. Not with those, I'm not. Grab my star. And I'm going to come down 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th chain, hang my star. I do need to cut a little smidge off in this jump ring because they're not They're not lining up. That's better. So at this point you just want to make sure that whatever you hang, it's hanging on the same plane as the other rings. See how this ring has a top and a bottom, this one has a top and a bottom. You're going to want to make sure you're hanging on the bottom of that ring each time. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. I was going to go with 4 in between them, but actually I need to be on that 4th one to hang correctly. So I'm going to put 3 in between them, hang it on that 4th one. I'm going to get smart and trim this before I put it on there this time. So I've got my 1, 2, 3. That means I need the bottom of this one right here. Okay. Now this one is going to hang longer. Excuse me. So I want 1, 2, 3. I really don't know if I want to go on the 4th one. It's kind of close. Yeah, I'm still going to do that, I guess. Decisions. Okay, so I need an eye pin. Stop setting my cutters down. It's just that pile of jump rings. Every time I pick it up, it's covered. Cut that off. Roll it back. And I might be able to use this piece. Let's see. Oh, I think it's going to be just big enough. Bend it. Give that a blunt cut. Perfect. All right. So now I'm going to link these together. Blue jays are having a good time out there today. Can't decide which direction I want to hang it. I think I'm going to put the blue up. Doesn't really matter. It's just a design option. So I'm going to come right into the bottom of this 4th one. That means I'll go into 1, 2, 3, the bottom of this one with my next one. Yeah, this section is just about finished up. Make sure everything's laying correctly. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and this is the bottom of number 4. So that's where I'll go with the next one. Now if I just figure out what I've got here. Oh darn, I had it. Okay. So this is what we've got. And this will essentially nestle in here. Like that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to cut it right here. And that's where these will come into play. And then the chain will come from here. I really wish I had smaller jump rings up here. Maybe I'll change them out. Should I go to there or should I go to here? I almost kind of like it better over here because then it's going to have this drop. I think I do want to go way over there with it. I like it better. Hopefully it will lay okay. Figure out how much chain I think I'm going to need. And that looks good to me. So that ended up being 2.5 inches. Okay. So I'm going to cut another one. I want it to be exactly the same, so I'm going to loop it and loop it and let them hang down to be even. We got it. Make sure they're the same. Yes, they are. Okay, perfect. Oh, I think this is going to be very pretty. I may actually end up wanting to shorten these. I'm not sure yet. Might go to 2 inches. We will see when we start getting it put together. Okay, so I'm going to take a couple more of the small jump rings. I really wish they weren't so bad. We just cut them every time. the end of my chain. And my filigree. Close that up. I always grab that centerpiece as my end. Make sure I get these all on the bottoms. Oh my goodness. Gotta love fumble fingers. That needs to flip. And that needs to flip. Oh my word. Okay. Oh look, it just landed right into place for me. Well, there. Once I get this one attached, shouldn't have an issue with that anymore. Trim that jump ring down. Pick up this one. Oh. Yep. I don't even know where that jump ring went now. Oh, there it is. Still attached. Look at that. Perfect. But is it on the right side? Okay. Make sure I have everything on the right plane here. There we go. So there is that. Gosh, that's pretty. This is going to come up in it like that. So this is where I'll see how much chain I really need. If it's going to be 2.5 inches. Now I'm thinking more like 2. Okay, so let's attach the chain to these rings first. Actually, you know what I want? I want to switch these out for small rings. I really think these are way too big. Let's see if I can do that or not. If I got this one through it, I should be able to get the small one through it, right? So let's try. Try to find one that I don't have to trim so much, but it doesn't seem there's many of those in here. Seem to be few and far between. Okay, so we're going through that last opening way up here at the top, and it worked just fine. Good. So I'm going to attach my chain. And I think that's going to look way better than that big ring did. Oh, definitely. Definitely better. And it's definitely only going to need 2 inches of chain. So I think probably 4 links is what I'm going to cut off in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cutting it on that 4th one. There we go. Oh, cats are awake again. Okay, now might as well go and cut this off right now. Cut it on that fourth one. Grab another small link. Don't think I have to cut this one. This one looks pretty okay. Grab my chain. Grab my piece. I do need to get back in here and sand that down after. Probably something I should do in the first place, but I did kind of want to just get going on this. Again, like I said before, I'm so far behind on September, it's not even funny. Okay. Gosh, that's looking real pretty. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Really do. Alright, so these are going to hang here. Like that. Need a few more. Thankfully, I don't need too many more of these pins. I'm going to slide this in here so I don't end up losing it on myself, because it would be just like me to do that. Maybe I'm going to. If I wasn't brain dead and actually knew how to work one. I don't really know how to use them. I've never used one. Huh. Oh, you know what? I was thinking it was a different type of clasp. It's not. I was thinking it was a box clasp, but it's not. It's just a little filigree clasp. But I could be wrong. And if I am, please, please tell me so. Because I'm thinking probably I am. Oh, you know what? I am. It goes just like that, doesn't it? Look at that! I figured it out. And this is why they call me the ditzy one at work. Oh well. I have true blonde roots. What can I say? All right. I want something just a little bit bigger here to hang everything to. Actually, I think what I want is to hook a small jump ring here and a small jump ring here, and then have this hook to that and that. I think that will work. I'm not 100% sure, because I need them to lay. So that they will lay flat. Look how bad this one is. Oh my goodness. I'll really trim that one down. Okay, let's see what this does. Here's that one. That piece just went flying. I think I might have trimmed too much of it. Let's see. Nope, it's fine. Okay, now take this and the end of my chain and that jump ring. I have an incoming cat. I can see him sneaking his way over. A her. Hi, Waffles. Oh, I know. Just want a little attention. Okay, getting close now. Which is good because it's almost on an hour now. Who'd have thought something this tiny could be so time consuming? I do like it. Alright, let's get these pieces put together and then we can attach some chain and the clasp and be done with it. So, we need 4 eye pins. You guys have seen me do eye pins 8 million times, so I'm just going to stop the camera and do these up. Okay, so I did all of my loops, and then I got a little carried away and realized that, oh, I have started putting these together, and before I realized it, that I wasn't on camera, I had them done. So all I did was do my simple loops and attach them. And I'm going to open this up. And feed that right on it. Close that back. Do the same thing on this side. But while I have this open, excuse me, I'm going to put on my chain. And then I can hold the whole thing up to me and see where I want it to lay and how much chain I need to cut off of that. Okay, so I'm going to cut my chain right here. And I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'll give you a measurement. Okay, so there's that. So the measurement for this chain is 8 inches. Let's say it's 8 inches. Untangled it here. Yeah, 8 inches. All right. And now all I need to do. Oh no, did you come off? No, it's my other one. Okay, never mind. Okay, it all tangles around itself. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to open this one back up. Whoop. I got my chain twisted. Alright, I want to bring the opening up to the top. Attach my chain. Get that jumper enclosed good and tight. Gosh, that's really pretty. I really like that. Alright, let's attach our clasp. Trim down my jump ring. Grab the end. And one more little jump ring. Do I have another one out? Yeah, right there. Okay. And the other end. And get rid of the cat hair. And there is our finished necklace. I think that came out really pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So this is the September bargain bead box. I'm going to put this on a form and show it to you guys, and we'll call it a day. So here we have it. Our Mystic Moonrise pendant for the month of September. Gosh, I really think it came out quite lovely. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me. Please drop me a line and let me know what you think of it. I do enjoy reading comments from you guys. I always strive to answer your comments, and it does help my page grow. So drop me a line, give me a thumbs up, share, please share. I'm not far now from hitting 2,000 subscribers, and I'd really like to hit the 2,000 mark soon. That would be really exciting. So yeah, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Thank you guys. Bye.